Hello, hello, hello. It is that time to do the breakdown of season 7 Love is Blind. My heart was so broken for Marissa. Honey, I was crying with her. That was absolutely sad. She had already went and picked out her dress. Do what? Let's talk about it. This is the recap of episodes number 11 and 12. So this is a combination because we got to hurry up and get to the reunion. Already way behind. But for those of you that have not taken the time to watch Love is Blind season 7, if you love, this is a show that you need to watch. It is on Netflix. It is the concept is so dope. The ability to fall in love with somebody's heart. But see, you got to be intentional. You got to be showing up on the show to truly experience and risk falling in love with somebody you've never seen. Risk falling in love with somebody just based off what they're telling you and what you can sense and feel from their heart. So if you don't know, I'm your girl Candace. I am the spirit chiropractor. I am a spiritual life and relationship coach. And I love supporting people in this journey through love, through this journey of self-discovery for those that want to really get on a spiritual path and find out who you really are, heal, grow, develop, become closer to God. That's what I love doing. And so let's talk about it. Marissa's broken heart. As I looked at episode 11 and you saw the conversation that they were having in the jacuzzi, let me tell you something though. The first thing that tripped me out was I said, oh my God, women, we got to be mindful of this. Marissa is telling him what to do while saying, I don't want to tell you what to do. And I'm thinking, but you are telling him what to do. And Rams, I'm just going to call him Rams. Rams was just pretty much like, and you taking me too fast. You talking about this? Then you talking about that? Y'all, ladies, we be taking them too fast. Men compartmentalize things. It's like, okay, I'm going to open this compartment and let's talk about this subject. Okay, we're complete with that subject. I'm going to close it back up. Now, let's open it up and talk about this subject. But we are like that. Y'all seen that picture like when women go shopping and it's got this red line and it's got ziggly, tick, 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 tick. This is how we all over the store. And versus a man, he comes in, he go to what he want, go this, he go to the register, he go out. We have the ability to think about all the things at once and keep it straight in our head. That's just how our brain works for the majority of us. But when it comes to our men, we have to be mindful of overwhelming them with so many words, overwhelming them with so many different conversations. You want them to be present. You want them to be able to give a full thought on something. And so honor, if he's saying it's too much or I can't keep up, or you talk you and you're gonna have to read between what he's saying because sometimes they don't know how to really word it. But if you are, let's go with emotionally intelligent with your own self, it allows you to be emotionally intelligent and aware of somebody else's. So you got to be able to read other people's body language, hear what they saying, even if they are not saying anything. So that was just a funny moment to me that, and I just want to tell the women like, yeah, we can absolutely overwhelm. I mean, it's not that he don't want to keep up. Sometimes it's not even that he don't want to talk, but he gets lost. And don't let it be one of us women that are passionate and just we already talk with energy and emotions, and honey, all that is overwhelming to some men. So just be mindful. Listen to your men. And so let's talk about the heartbreak that she had to experience. For him to be in that jacuzzi, what she said the day before, 2 days ago, and his statement was, I wrote it down. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Oh, he's like, I do think we are good for each other. That was what he said at the end of their segment. I think we are good for each other. Now they've been having sex, they've been rocking and rolling. And then you come to me after you have had a conversation with your basically your brother and your sister-in-law. Or you said your niece's mother. And maybe she ain't the one that's married to your brother. And now you are questioning, should we be together? See, Rams didn't listen to, he didn't have a conversation with Garrett. He didn't have a conversation with Nick and Hannah to know that I got to make this decision on my own and not be under the influence of somebody else. And I think he let their influence, this is just my personal opinion. All these breakdowns is my personal opinion of these couples. Now, when I'm talking about the love and the coaching part, that comes from experience, that comes from education and knowledge, and that comes from lived truth. And it's just one aspect of it, because it can definitely be looked at a different way as well. But when he had that conversation with them, like she said, it was annoying that now I'm questioning myself. And this is what I gather. And then I will coach it and give my perspective. He was like, I didn't realize how hurt my ex really was until I talked to them. And if you recall throughout the show, he divorced his ex because they were going two different ways spiritually. And he just felt that was the best option for her, is that he will release her and let her go because they were not on the same path anymore. And so him saying love alone is not enough. I just had so many moments, because at that moment he reminded me of Marissa mom, where she was saying on the other episodes just earlier, like, I don't believe love is forever. We'll put up with each other until. And so, like Marissa said on this episode, these two episodes, that for her family, divorce is an option, and she doesn't want that. They're too quick to go to divorce. What I will say is Marissa has a great concept of what marriage is about. And she's like, I'm willing to be unhappy for 5 to 7 years. She just really was saying, like, I don't want divorce to be the first option. And I will tell you this, that I know for some people, they may have said that is a long time. And they may not have been unhappy for 5 straight years, but you are going to have moments, especially if y'all have not done your own work to heal. If you go into a marriage not really knowing how God created it, how he designed it, and what it is for. If you go into a marriage and you do not have God at the forefront, keep him at the forefront, keep him in the middle, and keep him at the end. If you don't go into your marriage and remain in your marriage like that, if you go into your marriage and you don't understand that sometimes it's not against flesh and blood, but you are actually in a spiritual warfare, that the enemy is attacking y'all, and you look at each other like you are the ones attacking each other, you are going to have moments in your marriage where it's going to be valley moments, where you're not going to be happy. That's a reality. Because for one, you're going to grow in your marriage. And our growth comes from those moments of sorrow, those moments of suffering, not meaning you got to stay there, but that's where growth happens. That when you go through the what do they call it, the threshing floor, when you have to go through a grind, it pulls out. When you got to go through some fire, the fire pulls out the impurities. So the good stuff can come to the front. So the good stuff can settle. So what she is saying is that I am willing to go through some experiences. I am willing to be unhappy, but we are responsible for our future. We are responsible for how it looks. And I think Rams got on the call with these people and he got to talking and he's expressing and he is talking about her personality, her energy, and some truths that he had not been telling her, he told them. One, I would say the next nugget here is that you have to communicate what you are experiencing with people. And I'm so glad she continued to ask the questions as to give me something tangible. What are you talking about? What are you questioning? Because before now, this is news to me. So I'm proud of the fact that he was saying, or he did say that I'm not for sure our energy can coexist on a day-to-day with each other. And that was his truth. And maybe the people that he was talking to was supporting him and asking questions as he was verbalizing how he is experiencing her, to say, are you going to be able to live with that for the rest of your life? Are you willing? That should have been the question. Are you willing to live with it for the rest of your life? Again, I feel like at this moment, Marissa dodged a bullet, because it seems as though Rams left his other wife. That's the best thing I could do, was let her go, because we was going two different ways. More than likely, it wasn't working out like he thought it was going to work out, or there was no control there, or like he said in previous videos, where he never felt like he was enough. And so not being maybe able to be on one accord with his ex-wife, he started internalizing something for himself. Like, I'm just going to let you out because I can't. Maybe he couldn't deal with it. Evidently, he couldn't. And so when it comes to Marissa, maybe he is saying, I don't want to hurt you, because I don't know if I want to put up with your personality. But I love what Marissa said, is that we get to determine that, like, in the fact of, you are calmer. I am I have more energy. But that's where balance come in, y'all, with relationships. More than likely, the opposites attracting is a real thing, where you got a homebody and you got somebody who outgoing. And so sometimes this person got to come down. Let me just chill. Let me relax. Let me just be at home. But then too, this person needs to come up, get out of the house. Let's go do something adventurous. Let's live a little bit. And so that is the balance in relationships. And you got to be all right with being different. Being different, and how do we make our differences work together? Because they can, if you want them to. And for those two to be so smitten, so in love, feeling like this is it, and to have that conversation, and like she said, but this isn't a decision you're making based off of you. You making it based off somebody else. and him not following his emotions, I have to be logical. I have to be logical. And so it was just really, it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. And he was like, he's been brushing things to the side. Don't brush things to the side. Communicate it. Find a way to communicate it. First of all, don't brush things to the side. Even if it is a reality, like, no, let me really look at this because I'm feeling like this. I do love her. And I'm just wondering, did he ever take a moment to pray about it? Never said that. Sometimes you just got to stop and pray. You got one message from other people, but you know how you feel internally. Then you got to go. Well, I'm just going to say it because in the order of how they presented it, you got to go to prayer. When you forget to pray, when you forget to cover, when you forget to ask, you got to go in prayer to say, Lord, is this what I'm supposed to do? And my final thing with this, well, I always say my final, but something may come up. I thought back to their first night together. You ain't had no problem. No problem having sex with her. Her energy was amazing. Ladies, older ladies, this is why your girl, your most priceless possession, should not just be given away to anybody because he look good, because you want to feel good, because you in need. Like, now. He ain't called him and asked him no questions about that. He didn't ask no questions before he decided to lay down with her. Ladies, know your worth. Keep her under wraps. If you can do it the right way, which you can, if you make the choice to do it the right way, wait until you're married. Even if, okay, ain't no virgin no more, you're not. But you can always have a redo. God gives us many do-overs. Wait. Because now you are 4 weeks in, 5 weeks in, and now he's had a change of heart. Now he has a change of heart. And I've said this and then this is for real, my ending. I've said this with every segment with Marissa and Rams. Him wanting to know. He has to know. I gotta know what the future is. I gotta know. In this episode, what he said is they were talking about the pods, and she was like, you love my energy in the pods. You love who I was once we came to Mexico. You loved all of that. And this is what he said. Basically, from the pods to reality. At the end of the day, we couldn't tell what that would look like in person. Exactly. So all of this, I have to know what the future is. I gotta know if you gonna keep that. You will not, we cannot predict the future. You just gotta stand in the truth of when we get there, we will know what to do. When we get there, we will make a choice that is the best option for both of us. When we get there, if we are confused, we're going to go in prayer. All of this, I got to know before I can decide. You ain't going to know. Y'all can sit there and tell each other, yep, this is what it's going to be. Yeah, and you can be talking from a place like pure from your heart, sincerity. Sincere. And still, a year later, once you get there, ain't no telling what's done happened, how your life has transitioned, transpired, transformed. You ain't gonna be the same person in a year. So Save yourself overthinking about the future. Save yourself worry. Save yourself anxiety. Save yourself all of that and move through this dating process, through your marriage, through your relationships, being present in the now. And so I just pray and I hope literally for Rams that he gets to a place where he can trust himself, that he can trust himself. I want to say thank you for tuning in to the breakdown of episode 11 and 12. I just chose to focus in on Marissa because falling in love is a risk. It is a risk. And as you go on this journey, it is really understand that, and I'm gonna keep saying it, it's a lesson in everything. And everything is happening exactly like it's supposed to happen. Even the things that don't feel good. What is the lesson from it? How do you grow? How do you level up? How do you heal? What is the spiritual growth that is happening within you, for you, because of where God is taking you? Who God is really preparing you for? What God is preparing you for? So be all right with taking the risk. Enjoy the journey. If you enjoy it, the risk won't feel so heavy. It won't feel so unloving. It will be more of an adventure. It'll be more of an adventure. So if you need support, make sure you follow the Couples Lounge page. I have not said that once. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Couples Lounge page because me and my husband have an amazing podcast. Make sure that you tune in. Go watch some of the videos. You'll find some at the end of this video that you can click on and check out. And if you need support, I would love to be your spiritual life or relationship coach. Because we all need to heal. We all need to heal. We all have a part of us that needs a light shine on it so that we can be the light in the world, so that we can go and make a difference in other people's life, so that we can work for the kingdom, and we got to be the best that we can. So you can go to www.candicetuck.com, or you can go to www.thecoupleslounge.com. I'm out. I love y'all. See y'all for the last episode. If you have not caught up, go catch up. Season 7, Love is Blind. We're talking about the reunion on the next breakdown. Peace.